Mary is like my mentor, so it's really kind of an honor to be following her. So tonight, my name is Milena, and tonight I'm going to be reading from my comic Theater's Dozen. It's not my most recent work. My most recent work is back there, Bewildered Bisexual, but this is a lot more conducive to reading out loud, so that's why I chose this one. All right. Helps if I have the reading material in front of me.
That'll be fine.
So after breaking my own heart by falling in love with a video game junkie who loved his video games more than he loved me, my therapist suggested, I'd like to see you go on dates with more people before you fall into your next relationship. How many apartments did you look at before moving into your current apartment? About 12, I guess. And how long do you plan to live there? Well, I signed a 1-year lease, but maybe I'll stay for 2 years. Are you suggesting I should date 12 people if I want a relationship that will last that long? I decided I'd need to utilize online personals if I was going to find 12 different people to date. I liked that Bachelor number 2 was artsy and yet had a steady income, but I was less fond of his starfish hands. Walking down the street with him was like wrestling with a family of octopi. Fatigued from fending off the octopi and noticing the lack of chemistry on my end, I kissed Bachelor number 2 goodbye, telling him he deserved a girl who enjoyed calamari. Bachelor number 3 hardly seemed my type, but I decided maybe my problem was my type. A photojournalist from Switzerland by trade, I felt continuously on display. After lunch, he took photos of me in the butterfly garden, and as soon as I got home, an email of photos was there, including one exhibiting a large piece of spinach in my tooth. He hadn't told me about the spinach in my teeth, but had been kind enough to immortalize it for me. Fortunately, Bachelor number 3's next photo assignment took him back to Switzerland. Bachelor number 4's profile name was Mission Hipster. After laying eyes on him, he explained that the name was sarcastic. He then asked if I would go shopping with him to pick out clothes. And I'm not going to read my thoughts out loud because, thoughts are meant to be kept in my head, and so you have to try to read my mind here. It's a little easier when it's on the screen. I was looking at sunglasses for myself at a thrift store we'd stopped in. Which do you think looked better? God, we're in a thrift store. Just get them both. I wasn't attracted to him, and I didn't like being yelled at, so I sarcastically bid him a friendly goodbye. So the octopus, the immortalizer of embarrassment, and the yeller. Suddenly, my video game addict was looking much more appealing, so I picked up my phone. And yes, I love my iPhone, so I had to throw that one in there. Hello? Hey. So, I was thinking maybe I shouldn't have broken up with you. I'm sorry, but I've made peace with our breakup. Ouch. So hearing his words felt like a bomb exploding in my heart. I couldn't possibly continue dating with my heart shattered to pieces, so I let the email solicitations for dates go unanswered. That's when he found me on Friendspace. Enter Bachelor number 5. His emails were friendly and flirty and quickly put me at ease. I got nervous when I saw him. I immediately offered him a hug, which I'd never done at the start of a first date before. On our second date, we played together at the bike rodeo. It had only been 1 month since he'd broken up with his last girlfriend. They'd been living together and were engaged to be married. I couldn't handle his running hot and cold as he got over his last relationship, so with great sadness, I kissed Bachelor number 5 goodbye. Feeling doubly brokenhearted, I took a second holiday from the dating scene. I soothed my broken heart with surfing, dinner with friends, drawing and writing, and unfortunately, skateboarding. My broken arm forced an extended break from dating. So I'm going to actually jump ahead a little bit, just in the interest of time. I don't like to be on stage for that long. So But I want to insert here that just a piece of information you need to know that you would have missed is that I'm a nurse during the day because, you know, my comics, this one sells for $5 and that doesn't usually pay rent. So that's what I do during the day. And so bachelor number 8 is aware that I'm a nurse. So that's part of the story. So bachelor number 8 and I engaged in playful email sparring. I'm sure many of the fellas have asked if you wear one of those sexy nurse outfits. How lame are guys? So, do you? No. You're the only lame guy to ask. What's with your profile being turned off? I'm fighting the urge to crack a joke about turning things off. But I think I already addressed that in the first part of this email. You are brutal, girl. I love it. When he showed me how the infinity symbol tattoo on his arm could be read as an 8, now again this is bachelor number 8, I was convinced that our meeting was destiny. So when he asked, "You want to grab another drink at my place?" I impulsively responded, "Sure." He was a perfect gentleman that night, keeping a safe distance. The only spit swapping we did was via the glass of sun tea that we shared. On our second date, however, Mr. Infinite 8 told me the big news. I kind of have a girlfriend, but I'm not very happy with her, so I told her I want to date other women, and well, you know, if the right woman comes along. I was sad and disheartened, knowing what I had to do. I went home after dinner and sent him an email. I don't want to be your mistress, or your homewrecker, or your rebound girl, but please call when you're single. With that, the risk of abandoning my assignment at number 8 was evaded. So again, I'm going to kind of jump ahead again, but this is a 31-page comic, so I'm trying to just kind of give you excerpts which give you the gist of the story. So at this point, I run into my ex. So as you can imagine, the next few bachelors didn't really stand much of a chance. So I decided to take another break from dating to nurse my broken heart. After a week of self-pity, I felt an urge to get the last 3 dates over with. I should tell you, I broke my arms in a motorcycle accident. Oh wait, this is bachelor number, what am I on? Whoever this is, anyway. Losing count here, shoot. So bachelor number 10 rides a motorcycle? How sexy. Not, remember he has 2 broken arms. But look, I've even figured out how to feed myself. I'm sorry, I forgot, I have to be somewhere right now. As you can imagine, he didn't look quite like he looked in his profile photo. So apparently, my desperation was impairing my judgment with the motorcyclist and the 2 broken arms. Again, I'm not reading my thoughts here. But I was hanging out with my dear friend Mari. I'm going to crash this .com party tonight. Do you want to come with me? Our antics on the rocking horse drew the attention of several men at the party, including the unbachelor. My girlfriend and I have an open relationship. Cool, come dance with me then. Apparently, it only took 2 shots of vanilla whiskey to compromise my dating ethics. But once I started sobering up, I was ready to kiss him goodbye, and our undate ended. Bachelor number 11 was in an art group with me. I had always thought he was hot and loved listening to him talk about his art. Hey, do you want to join me in a group of my friends on a gallery hop? Oh wait, I was supposed to say, I didn't give up on photographers. There's another one. Anyway, hey, do you want to join me in a group of my friends on a gallery hop? I didn't mention to him that the unbachelor would be there as well. At dinner, I situated myself between bachelor number 11 and the unbachelor. After dinner, the unbachelor went home to his girlfriend, so I agreed to dance with number 11. But the fact that I'd spent most of our day flirting with and fantasizing about the unbachelor seemed a bad omen for any future with bachelor number 11. So after a few more songs, I decided to grab a bus home. And I am stopping there, because that seemed a good breaking point, but hopefully that enticed you a little bit to want to read more. And if so, my comics are online. It's also in the back. So thank you guys for coming out.